10:34 p.m. Tuesday the 13th. You're listening to Inspirado Projecto. I got my French press in the mail. I've been without coffee for who knows how long. And you know that every time I make coffee and I'm podcasting, I'm letting you know when I'm making coffee. So those of you who've stuck around, I think we're on episode 300 and... what would that be? It's over 300. So if you've been listening since that first episode long ago, actually, was it that long ago? I feel like I started this like a year ago. 2 years ago, maybe. Year and a half? Anyway. If you've stuck around, you know that I'm usually either ozonating water, which I didn't even drink any yet today. I'm usually ozonating water or making coffee. And the French press broke. And so it was an experiment on my part, and consequently my sister's part, because she lives with me. And it was basically, how long can I go without buying coffee? Now, I don't mean, not stopping at Starbucks and stuff like that. I'd still have that coffee. And of course, the spectacular version that I love making whenever I go to 7-Eleven. I'm pretty sure I described that process to you guys in the past. I won't go deep into the details this time, but you guys will remember I'll explain it to you sometime. But I would buy coffee at various locations. I wanted to see how long I could go without getting a coffee machine. And, I drank a lot more water. That's for sure. I drank a lot more water. I've got this app on my phone now that reminds me. I think it reminds me once an hour. Once an hour, it reminds me. It says, drink water. So, that's always helpful. Sometimes I find myself just naturally being on schedule, without the reminder. There have been times where I just had a glass of water and then bam, it tells me. There was a time there where I was drinking, because I was drinking about 3 or 4 pots of coffee a day. And I don't know if it was that high. It could have possibly been when I first got into Anchor, making podcasts. Which, by the way, I've been talking with Anchor, so with Kapow Intergalactic Film Festival, that's coming up September 13th through the 19th. I personally will not be there on the 13th or the 14th because I'll be with Yachtly Crew. However, that does not mean that you cannot visit Kapow Intergalactic Film Festival. There'll be movies, motion pictures from people all over the globe. Every year, I'm always excited to see what kind of people are going to submit their projects. This year, it's interesting. I always learn about some new town, some new country out there in the world that I didn't realize existed before with Kapow each year. And this year, there's a documentary about this little town. Very simple life. The fishermen. Very docile. Sleepy. Very sleepy. And So there's a documentary about that. There's also, it's interesting. There's a music video all the way from Kuwait, and it's really cool. It's really surreal. I've been noticing some really, really interesting screen submissions that I'm looking forward to screening. There's a really cool film. I think it's called Gryphon, Gryphon, which I saw long ago when it was first submitted to Kapow. This thing, it's got a video game look about it. Some of these video games now, wow. Some of these independent video games are looking kick-ass because they must be, they're somehow importing their own art into this stuff, and it just looks so cool. Just like that video game Unforeseen Incidents. It's so cool. So cool. Which reminds me, I still have 2 video games to finish and to review. Should I just review these 2 video games as far as I got with them? Maybe that's what I do. Maybe I just review it up to that point. I say, sorry, something. I don't even have to say that I didn't finish it, right? I don't have to say that I didn't finish it. Yeah, I don't have to say that I didn't finish it. Anyway, I'm about to go into the garage, the grocery store here. I got to get some more cat food. They've been going crazy. Got to get some more of that wet food. Look at that. Someone just had a scooter on inside. Cat food, bread, eggs. Simple stuff that you need for functionality and prime function ability. So we will talk more later.
Inspirado, this is Garrett Busey. One more time here. I don't know if it went through last time, but I really think that I could play the role of the 17-year-old who gets to hump all those older lady vampire zombie people. I'd like to audition. Here we go. Hey, you zombie bitch. Get off my junk. I'm only 17. I'm Garrett Busey. I'm only 7. I'm trying to stay pure. Trying to stay pure as much as 100% Colombian flake. I'm Gary Busey. Come on, Inspirado Projecto, cast me in your movie. It's Gary
Busey. That giblet you just heard there was a phone call from Gary Busey. Boy, oh boy, the hits just keep on coming. That was on the Inspirado Projecto hotline. You too can leave a message. Leave your ideas, your dreams, your synchronicities, found sounds. If you meet a celebrity, call us up, 561-203-9179. It's the hotline. It's the Inspirado Projecto hotline. Send us your audio. We'll play it on the show, just like that one. I want to showcase your awesomeness. That's my plan. That's what I get inspired by. Is what are you inspired by? That's what I'm inspired by. Because something about that thing that inspires you, there's something about it. There's something about it. It draws you to it. Maybe it reminds you of a family member who used to always talk about that thing or do that thing. So in memory of them, you carry it on, or you've just grown to just love it on your own through the years, or there's certain things that fascinate everybody, certain colors that people they move to, certain sounds they move to. What are your particulars? Share them with us. What's your perspective? Maybe you're out there in a farm right now. Maybe you're looking out. Maybe you're listening to this while you're driving on your tractor. God, that would just be phenomenal. If I got some feedback saying that you were out on a tractor and you were doing your chores out at the farm and you're listening to me on your headphones, man, what an honor. That would be such an honor. Maybe you're out there, maybe you're in the city. Maybe you're in a high-rise, you're in a skyscraper. You're out there in Chicago. Maybe you're working on an art project and you thought for some reason the best thing to listen to was Inspirado Projecto while you were working on that art project. Because you know that we want to highlight your great artistic endeavors. Now, most of this episode, I'm going to tell you, it was quite a surprise. This is kind of like Twilight Zone. What's about to happen here? You can actually go to my Instagram, go to Inspirado Projecto. No, go to Instagram.com/Inspirado Projecto. You can see video footage of what you're about to hear in this upcoming episode. And we'll just take you on a journey. All right, we'll just take you on a journey. Also, if you've got songs, if you've got ideas, stuff that you want to email me, let's say up to about 3 minutes, about 3 minutes. Email them to inspiratoprojecto@gmail.com. I love sharing that stuff. I love sharing it. It's such a joy. Also, oh my God. Also, a little later in the program, we're going to feature this phenomenal. We love reciprocation. We love collaboration. We love ensemble here. We champion that here at Inspirado Projecto. We, of course, being me, myself, and I. And boy, oh boy, I got to tell you, this French press, hallelujah, came in at just the right time. French press came in at just the right time. And I got to tell you, I've been without, like you heard at the top of the hour, I've been without it. I'm not going to rehash that whole story. Oh, egads. Look out. More podcasts on the way. So keep your ears peeled for something beautiful, something extraordinary later by Mad Shelley Films. It's Robert Wilson and Associates. It's also featured for the very first time in the former podcast episode that you just heard, which has an extraordinary synchronicity from Craig Spivak. You gotta listen to that. It's a two-parter. It's a beautiful one, a two-parter. You gotta check it out. This is the type of stuff. This is what I live for. These kinds of stories. Look at this. The universe agreed with me so much that it swooped in some loud sirens. How cool is that? Like a herald from beyond, a herald from the cosmos. Billions and billions of light years away from the cosmos. All right, folks, here we go. Without further ado, here is some information for you. The hell? Holy shit. Something exploded or something's on fire over there. Oh my God. Something exploded? Holy shit. That's not the... Oh shit. Okay, I gotta see what the fuck that is out there. That's crazy. What is this, man? What is going on here? My God. There's some... That's crazy. I heard a blam, like a loud boom. Shit. Oh shit, you hear that? Oh my God, there's a fire close by here. These guys better take care of this, man. Oh my God. Oh my God. Shit. My God, they better take care of this fast. Fuck. Whoa. Shit. That fire is going fast. Oh my God. Okay, I don't know what to do with the cats. I gotta figure something. Okay, so it looks like the fire engines went away. What the hell? Did they stop it from spreading? They're just out here. Fuck, who was at the back of it? God. This is terrifying. Okay, there are cameras out here. Hey man, do you know if they controlled the fire?
Yeah, it's out now.
They did it. It's totally out.
Yeah, it was mainly an outside fire, but then it hit one of the buildings in the back.
What, an apartment complex?
No, this building, this place here.
This place?
Yeah.
Did it get the video stored, you know?
Don't think so. And you can just walk around the back of that one.
Man, I just heard like this boom, you know, and it looked like fireworks coming up out of there. Oh my God. Man, thank you so much for coming out and saving us. Thank you. There's a gurney out here. Shit. You know, when you're some of the first people who show up to something like this, there really isn't anyone to kick you out or to tell you not to do anything. So you could just sort of meander about these areas, even while these firefighters are coming through. You can actually glance at it and see what's going on. It's a rare opportunity. I mean, to see this stuff up close like this. Usually, you only see this kind of stuff like at parades. You know, going down the street. Let's see here. This is crazy. Wow, man. Wow, man. Wow. People out here. Wow, the sprinklers are on out here. Wow. There's something in the back here that exploded. Just this little piece. Wow. Hey man, thank you so much for taking care of this so fast. Holy cow, man. Do you guys suspect what you think might have happened so far?
Probably homeless.
It looked like fireworks coming out the back or something. Because I saw it off the balcony. It looked like, it sounded like fireworks or something. I mean, I don't know if...
I mean, it's probably homeless. Homeless probably had a warming fire in there.
Oh. You guys got out here really, really fast. I mean, almost instantaneously. Shit, man, you guys were so fast.
It looked like there was a chance that
wow, man.
It was getting inside what it looked like, so at that point I was like, I might as well just get this thing over. I don't know exactly where it's the homeless
that structure. 16 firefighters out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. Try to take a photo of this because this is just uncanny. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, it's just crazy. I'm gonna try to do a quick shot of this thing. Oh my god, this is crazy. Wow, can you believe it? When the fire started, I heard the fireworks. It sounded like fireworks, looked like fireworks. Now they're out here cleaning up all this stuff. It's nuts. It's so crazy, all these firefighters here, fire trucks, it's nuts. Wow. There we go. I just uploaded a story to Instagram. Well, there you go. I'm first on the scene. How about that? Inspirado Projecto was the first press this place got. Did you hear the firefighter? I tried to get the microphone kind of close to him, then a lady came out. It's so interesting in these situations. Man, this is just so crazy. Man. Wow. Wow. Oh my God, they got here fast. Those guys got here fast. You know, I recognized one of those guys as one of the guys who came by when I called up the paramedics for that homeless dude the other day. I recognized one of those guys. How interesting is the way that stuff happens, huh? I mean, it's so bizarre. Well, wow. There we go. I mean, you never know what's going to happen in your neighborhood. And luckily, my neighbor called him up about it. Those guys got out there fast, man. Fast. Wow. Well, time for me to get back to my kapow stuff. Oh, you know what? Here's an interesting idea. This is interesting. I had this idea long ago when I was working on that movie, Wakan, with Robert Zimiga. I had this idea about a character who loves getting found sounds out there, found poetry and stuff, just field sounds. And so you see this thing where there's this couple and they're at a diner and they're talking and they're like, ooh, and then they just start making out, and then the camera either pans out or goes up, and all of a sudden there's like a boom mic that's kind of dipping into it. And then the camera follows it and it goes all the way over into this other booth where there's a guy sitting in the booth with these headphones on. And he just loves getting the sounds of this stuff. Who knows what he's using them for? Maybe he's just trying to archive his life. So I just had this image of like, and then all of a sudden, bam! It cuts to him running down the street, and the woman and the man chasing him behind him, and he's carrying the boom mic, and it's just like, brr, 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 and it's like bouncing along while he's running with like these this like utility belt of all these audio gadgetries. And so it's so funny because I, in a sense, have become that I've become that person. I've become that person. I want honest reactions from people. I love it when people participate. I'm not making fun of them. We're in on the joke together. It's it's an original experience. It's a piece of life that we're both involved with at that moment. Just remember, let's say you make stories, let's say if you write a movie. At any point, anything surprising can happen at any moment. You know, at any moment, a fire could break out. You don't know what to do next, bam, a fire breaks out. Uh-oh, what are the consequences? Who started it? Is it spreading? You don't know where to go next. Bam, all of a sudden, a UFO visits. There can always be these surprises that you have no idea are going to show up. Bam, a bear gets loose, comes crashing through the wall. So there you have it. Check out the Inspirado Projecto Instagram page. I'll also place another video. There's one in the story right now. So, or I don't know if it'll still be there by the time you get there, but I'll put up a video on there that I took. It's kind of riveting. So stay tuned for that. Go to Instagram.com/Inspirado Projecto. It's now about an hour later since when we heard the boom sound next door. And then the fire trucks arrived. I heard another one. I can smell the fire. So I thought I heard another boom. Let's see what these guys are doing. See if they're working on this thing. Oh yeah, they are. They are. There are people over here. Oh yeah, they're out here cleaning it up. Okay, good. Okay. Whew. Wow, interesting. Yeah, so there are people over there cleaning up the thing. I heard some smashing sounds, and I thought, all right, did it start back up with fire again? How often do you get a chance to see this? I mean, it's a strange thing. So there's a fire going on. I was standing over there watching the fire happening while the firefighters are around. People are standing in the street taking video. I'm one of these people. Podcasting. Sneaking interviews with the firefighters. And I'm just walking in the middle of the street. I'm walking betwixt these fire engines. There's 3 of them, I believe. And they were out there. They had their hoses. And I was just walking among them. I was walking over there. There wasn't anybody telling me not to be there. Nobody was telling me not to be there. And I'm willing to be someone I'm willing to sort of be the experiment, to test out things, especially if I, like, in a safe way, obviously. If I know that there's not any harm possibility, I will test stuff. Now, that was it a smart idea? Was it not? Curiosity gets the best of you sometimes. Just keep riding on curiosity. Curiosity pulls you through. So let's say when you got writer's block, curiosity opens it up. Takes the focus off of you as the ego and puts it on something else out there to go check out, to go investigate. This popped in my brain. I was thinking about the die, the word die that we always use. Dice, that's two of them. Dies. Maybe there was originally called dies. So I was thinking, a die, maybe it's called a die, and I haven't done the proper research, but maybe it's called a die because that was the thing, you rolled, maybe in the olden days, medieval times or something. They rolled it to whether you lived or died. Maybe that's what it was, the die. Give me the die. Dun, dun, dun. So that popped in my brain. So it's interesting, the stuff that we learn or the ways that we're taught to behave or there's just this idea that, okay, someone else is going to take care of this. Someone else is going to tell me what to do. Someone's going to give me the next instruction. Someone's going to guide me towards the next step. And when you arrive at this thing, you're the authority. Nobody there knows who you are. They don't know who you are. I could be the son of the mayor. I could be the CEO of the fire department. Let's see if we hear talking going on back there. Let's see. So, yeah, it was bizarre just being able to weave in and out of this stuff. It's like it's that moment in time where you cross over into becoming that thing that you go, oh, geez, why all the people in the street? And then you become one of the people in the street. Geez, why all those people in the street? What the heck? What are they doing out there? Just milling about. And then you turn out to be one of those people just milling about, trying to get audio for your podcast. These are documentations, especially this real-time stuff. Why not record it? What's the embarrassing thing? What do you think is the most embarrassing thing about making a podcast? What's the most terrifying thing? Do you have curiosity? I know you got curiosity. Everybody's got curiosity. Curiosity is what makes you keep watching movies or listening to songs. There's a curiosity about that. Oh, I'm curious. Oh, wow. So the curiosity leads you there. Imagination. By the way, I'm writing Mad Magazine right now. See if maybe they want to be a sponsor for Kapow Intergalactic Film Festival. I've written Final Draft. I wrote Anchor. I'm going to write Sure. the microphone company. Lots of these. So we'll see. This would be a lot of fun to tie all this together. Get some of these great some of these sponsorships, and then these end up becoming awards for some of these award winners. That'd be awesome. A whole bunch of interesting prizes. So, more on this later. It's 2:22 a.m. You're listening to Inspirado Projecto. Fire engines are still out there. I was the first reporter on the scene. Inspirado Projecto has their finger on the pulse. And sometimes Inspirado Projecto has their finger on the fire. I've called both of these establishments. Neither has answered. I shall post the riveting video footage I saw of the firemen. It was crazy. It was like something out of Backdraft, man. I mean, it was crazy. It looks like fireworks. You can see. I'll post it. I'll post the video so you can see what the heck it looks like. It's crazy.
Hey Kurt, this is Richard Wilson from Mad Shelley Films, and we have a message for you.
This is Mad Shelley Films, and you're listening to Inspirado Projecto Radio.
Yesterday's ordeal taught me a couple of things. As I saw those flames get higher and I saw the explosions popping out of the back of that, see, the building, it's an escape house. It's one of those escape houses that you see all over the place. It's kind of like a real-life video game right there. You got to figure out stuff and put your minds together. This is perfect for people who love Sherlock Holmes. I got to check this out. And they opened up an extra little piece in the backyard, basically. It used to be a house. It used to be someone's house. And I would walk past there, and there was just sort of a questionable malaise, we'll say, a certain aura about the place, with these people arguing. There's a woman, I think there's some kids who play out in the yard, a dog. There's a guy who was, I think, squatting there for a while, and then somehow these people end up living there. It seemed very dismal, this location. And before that, I ended up finding out that, so they had an estate sale before those other people got in there. And it turns out that the woman who lived in there apparently she used to make patterns for Elvis, for his clothes. She used to make patterns. I couldn't find out much more than that. Speaking of which, Grace Band, the 12-piece tribute to the King, will be playing along with Yachtly Crew again at the Gas Lamp, world famous Gas Lamp. I love that place. I think it's out there in Long Beach. I know there's a Gas Lamp district in San Diego, and so when I think of Gas Lamp, I immediately think of San Diego. So forgive me if I ever call it San Diego, unless there is in fact a Gas Lamp place just like that happens to be in the Gas Lamp district of San Diego. In which case, the fractal gets even crazier at that point, doesn't it? Another edition of Freaky Fractal, Freaky Fractal, Freaky Fractal. Elvis will be there opening it up. We'll be playing afterwards, just like the Starlight Bowl. You can read a couple of those really fun articles. There's one for a website called My Burbank. Burbank is the town that Tim Burton grew up there. That's where Edward Scissorhands is based, kind of on the town area where Tim Burton grew up, from what I hear. Johnny Carson, Burbank. That's the area where Tonight Show. I believe. Was it? That was Universal City. I think it was Conan. When he was out there for his brief time before Leno took his show back. I wonder if that was pre-planned. You never know. Why even get caught up in that, right? Why even get caught up in that? Hey, Mr. Carter, why even get caught up in that razzmatazz, right? It's just like, like why getting caught up in math equations, right? Like, when am I ever going to use calculus? Not that I'm even learning calculus right now, algebra, okay, or whatever, right? It's so weird. I mean, not that I'm, like, even smart enough to do algebra, okay? I know my 2 plus 2s and 3 plus 3s, and I know how to subtract, I know how to divide and multiply, all that razzmatazz, okay? Hey, trust me. I sell garbage pail kids on the side, okay? I buy boxes of these things, and then I trade them out there to my buddies on the school bus. All right, trust me, I know my numbers and equations, Mr. Carter. How do you think I was able to buy this motorcycle, right? How do you think I was able to buy this hog that I keep riding to high school every day, Mr. Carter? I had to go, I had to do just like everyone else. I was on a school bus, right? Doing my hustling, doing what has to be done to do what I want to do, right? And I got a fine hog, right? And all the ladies, they line up. They go, hey, Vinnie Barbarino, can I ride on your hog? And I said, oink, oink, baby, hop on, right? Hop on there, oink, oink, right? And then she, sometimes they give me slap. They're like, why you saying oink, oink? You call me like a pig or something? I said, no, you said hog, and that's the name of my motorcycle, right? So I said, oink, oink, you hop on a pig. I didn't know I would even have to explain this kind of thing to a person, but when you get smacked enough, you got to start explaining your jokes here and there. A couple people that don't get it, right? They don't get it, a couple people, It's what you do, It's like a game of roulette, all right? Maybe I just put it all on red, okay? Maybe I just put it on green this time. Who knows, man? Maybe I split it up 50-50 with what do you call it? Triangle with the black and the red and green, It's that way I'm guaranteed to be a winner, right? I'm guaranteed to be a winner. And I'm almost going to be 18. Say, why not? I put 18 on it, right? You know what I mean? Why not? 18? It's going to be my magic number. Hell, I put a couple of these dollar coins on here. These chips, right? Don't you even try to eat those chips, okay? I remember Epstein was so drunk one time, he tried to eat those chips. He's like, hey, give me some of those chips. I got some dip over here. And I say, hey, Epstein, that's like a $5 chip over there. I can use it. I could take that over to a casino and I cash it into the window and make it in my cash. That's what you do with that. It's not like like they call them in the UK, fish and chips. I mean, come on. This ain't no potato chip. This is a circular, it's like a round. They call them a chip. I don't know why. It's what they do. What they do over there in England, okay? Call them fish and chips, okay? We call them French fries, right? Even though it wasn't made by the French. It's probably, from what my family tells me, it came all the way down from my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandpa, Luigi, okay? He's the one who actually invented the French fries. So, he had a French girlfriend. So, it's like, hey, let me make these things, I'll call them French fries in honor of you. And then, the rest will be history. But this is only the first time you probably pretty much hearing this side of the story. Because, where else you going to hear about this? Wikipedia, right? We're going to read about this in Wikipedia, right? All right, thank you, Vinny.
It's so weird. I'm going to go through my geography.
All right. So one of the things that I learned as this fire was going on was all these ideas are going through my head thinking, okay, how do I get these 3 cats? How do I get them out? How do I get them out of the house? What do I bring with me? What are going to be the things, if I'm willing to let this place burn, what are going to be the things I'm going to take? My wallet, my keys, I'd say the Yachtly cruise suit, but man, these computers, it's, go. It was close. And they got over there quick. Man, they got over there quick. Luckily, it didn't spread over to video store. Luckily, it didn't spread to this apartment complex, to that apartment complex. There's an apartment complex that's right there, right near where it could have caught fire. It didn't. The firemen got out there fast. I had to be up and close and personal because I had to see what the heck was going on. Oh, by the way, Mad Shelley Films. Let's give it up for Mad Shelley Films. Oh, my God. Wow. Man, Mad Shelley Films, these guys, they came together. Come together right now. Over me. Over me. I don't play this. I'm very excited about this. I just figured this out. I was watching Anima. Did I play this for you? If so, no worries. But I think I figured something out. It's been hanging around today. Figure out what song is that? What song is that? Radiohead. Let's see. I figured it was like. Just do to yourself. Oh, that's what it was. Just do to yourself. Along those lines. It's just crazy. It popped in my brain. I picked it up and there it was. Thank you. Man, Shelley, my God, you guys, what a phenomenal team. In fact, you came together. You made that for me. You made it for the podcast. How freaking cool is that? How freaking cool is that? And think about it. How often do we get to say that a team of people came together? We see these kinds of things at, gatherings. So let's say, for instance, a concert. Everybody, they're all in it, fans together. Bar mitzvahs, quinceañeras, baby showers. Everyone's giving their all to these things. Birthdays, when we ask people to sing happy birthday, which is always such a wonderful feeling. When the bar gets involved, right? Hey, everybody! Let's all give it up for Franklin. It's his birthday team decided to give me that gift right there. This is such a gift. Any of this stuff that people feel compelled to pass my way and trust me to share with you. Some folks go, oh, don't see this. What if you even just do it anonymously? Just do it anonymously. Just let it go out there. Some people are terrified. They've grown up with so much criticism. Terrified. Or Jeff Finn, my buddy Jeff Finn. He said he did Spring Septembers, which is the documentary about the Exeter encounter. James Earl Jones played, they did a movie about it. Husband and wife were abducted one night. And as they're put down in the text by progression, they each came out with the exact same story. And in that same area, there's another interesting phenomenon. And Jeff spent many years putting that together. And his next documentary, which we talked about, is Before the End, which is certainly for the more successful and years. Right around the corner. With some hoops. So he lives out in Busey. And he and I went out to Desert Days 2 years ago. 3 years ago, maybe? We went out to Desert Days. We had a phenomenal time. We were going to see the band Suicide. That was the whole reason for us going out there. Well, it turns out that Alan Vega, so it's two guys, Alan Vega and Mark Redd. Alan Vega died a week before the festival. So they had a tribute to some of each of these different band members from places. And it was going to be they were going to perform live for the first time in eons. But I got to tell you, it felt so good out there. Jeff just loved it so much that he decided to move out there. And we were drawn out. It was really, he brought these really bright orange, just awesome highlighter things that we were drawn with. And he was drawing shapes and stuff. And told me about the story when he was a little kid. He was in an art class, and the kids were instructed to do a certain thing, certain art, a certain way. And then the teacher brought up his as an example in front of the students and said, this is what you don't want to do. And that started the board of life. And so he get out of that phantom that's in there. And so he just recently started painting again. With his girlfriend, Heidi. They started painting again. And so the fact that the both of them, being Warhol fans, the fact that both of them are now painting together, and there's just no holds barred. You're just out there in the desert. Who's going to judge it? Just you're the master of your own destiny kind of thing. When you put yourself in the driver's seat of being the master of your own destiny, what's beautiful is you get it's like becoming royalty before. Because a lot of folks, they think in their brains, oh well, that would be the top of the sex, money, power. I want people to bow before me. Do what I say. And then I can be mean for once, and then, lay down before me, I'm going to walk at your back. Somehow, it's brains. And then you start seeing that attitude slip into their behavior. So let's say, for instance, if they go on a trip, go on a vacation, there's this persona that might be cloaked for that particular occasion to act in that particular style. I see this when I edit the wedding videos. They see themselves glamorized now, with all this special treatment. Some of these folks are all dressed up, and now it's giving this idea of things that they're used to seeing on television that reflect these kinds of attitudes. And it's really, really interesting. Really, really interesting. So think to yourself, if you were in that position, maybe you are in that position. This is all pure imagination. We're not asking you to put the brakes on any ideas here. Just really master this idea. Let's just pretend. Let's fast forward you to that point right now where you are the master of your destiny. You're making the yeses. You're in charge of everything. You work at a 9-to-5 job. You work somewhere right now where people are just constantly telling you what to do, what not to do, how to do it. You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. Doing it wrong. Maybe you don't have much encouragement. Maybe you don't have much participation in your ideas. Maybe you've got brilliant ideas, tons of great ideas, and when it comes time for the meetings and you've got your ideas and they shoot it down. No, let's do this instead. Great idea, but there's a lot of that. Or we could do this instead. There's a lot of that talk, isn't there? Do you sense that? Does that happen to you? Does that happen with your friends, family, your work associates? Is this happening to you right now? Maybe you're a high schooler. Maybe a junior high kid that somehow got a hold of this. You're listening to this on the bus. If you're listening to this on your lunch table, maybe you're by yourself. Look up Andy Kaufman. Where you're at, your perspective is worthy. The things that satisfy, that truly bring you excitement. I'm talking about authenticity for folks. I'm not talking about, it's okay to be mischievous without hurting you. It's possible to be mischievous without embarrassing you. It's possible to be mischievous and like a prankster without making anyone mourn anything, without hurting them, stealing from them. There's this way that you can do this. It's possible to do this. We need to know that there are other possibilities out there. It's not just always going to be for the rest of your life this uphill battle. Just remember that whatever advice is being given to you, me too, I'm giving you advice. Where does advice come from? It comes a lot of times from resources that we're reading about, or stories that we hear people tell us, or songs, content, magazines we're reading. So we get this advice, get these ideas on how to live and all that razzmatazz. And as we know, it really truly comes from experimentation, from going out there and testing stuff out. And then we speak from the heart, we speak from that perspective of being that guinea pig, so to speak, the petri dish. You let yourself do that. And then when we tell people these pieces of advice, here's a tool that might help you, here's something that will shine a light on something, et cetera, et cetera. Here's something that might lead your curiosity towards excitement and fun, playfulness, joyfulness, eureka moments, epiphanies, revelations, golden mountains of imagination nuggets, giblets, and morsels. Sometimes it's good to hear permission that it's okay to unlock those doors and be involved in that way. So we're looking for an outlet. Send your stuff to 561-203-9179. Call me on your lunch break. Give me a call. Leave a message on it. Call Jupiter. Leave a message. It's on the voicemail. Leave your crazy stories. Your perspective matters, folks. You're out there farming. You're going, who the hell would ever want to hear the story of a farmer? Well, people who aren't farmers. People don't know what that's like. People don't know what it's like to be an architecturist. People don't know what it's like to program computers. People don't. I mean, these are the interesting folks that combine their forces on this podcast. That's you too. If you were somehow lost this podcast, still listening to this, that means that something about this resonates with you. Some might say that we are aspects of each other. We're different perspectives of the same creature. We're just looking at ourselves from different aspects. Which answers, why we're drawn to this particular vibe. What makes us watch these particular TV shows? What makes us listen to this particular music? There's a vibe that resonate with the body, we can be observers, and we can also be participants. Even if we don't do anything, still somehow connected, still a participant. To really participate, dive in there, get into it, jump into the water, test it. Allow yourself to, let's say you grew up with naysayers, tell you, oh, you can't do it, you can't do it, you'll never learn how to do this. How valuable are those comments? How valid are those comments? Where are those people right now? Maybe you live in a house with them. Maybe they're sitting right next to you. Maybe they're on the bus with you. Maybe they're walking next to you. This is not the only, perspective out there. I would say this. Try this. Do something like this. Looking up your questions. Looking up the answers to your questions. Testing out your theories. Moving towards the information that makes you feel good and empowered and excited and filled with dynamic language. I promise you, you use dynamic language. You use extraordinary, marvelous, phenomenal language. Bewildered language skills, etymological ethereums. I promise you, you start using dynamic language, and your entire world will be dynamic. The people in your life will be dynamic. The circumstances in your life will be dynamic. Exciting, purpose-filled intentions, explorations, collaborations, it goes and goes and goes and goes. That's you. You are the one. Oh, jolly. Oh, jolly. All right, folks, we're going to bust out of here. I think I've said enough. Time for me to eat some food. Thank you for listening. And please, just keep the Inspirado flowing. We're on Spotify, TuneIn, Google Podcast, Google Play, Apple Podcast, Breaker, Stitcher, Spreaker, Castbox, Podcast Republic, and a whole slew of other locations. You go to a podcast app, Himalaya, you go to a podcast app, and you will find us. You will find us. We're out there. iHeart. We're on your TVs. We're in your smart cars. Look for us. We're there. We are there. Thank you for listening. But it's been a pleasure of mine. And it will be even more a pleasure of mine sharing what you share with me. Share with others. So let's keep that inspiration for
Here's your fun fact. It takes 18 muscles to move a dog's ear. This specific motion helps the dog pinpoint the origin of sounds much faster than a human can. Stay tuned to Inspirado Projecto for more fun facts.